good, squad? Welcome back to the Nitro Online Sports Show.
Give it to me.
Was it me, or does it smell like up dog in here?
What's up, dog?
Nothing much. What's up with you?
Oh, wow. I walked right into that. Oh, that's brilliant.
Hey, you gotta give it up to your boy. Check me out. Week 9 predictions, I went 11-4. And that's with my emotional Giants pick.
I don't understand.
Let's get into week 10 of the NFL, and this Thursday morning when I'm recording this, so I haven't watched any of the games. Obviously, I never watch any of the games. It takes me a little while to edit these videos, but I haven't watched anything, so we're going to get these predictions started. First game tonight at 5:15 p.m., we have the Bengals versus the Ravens. That's a great game to start this football week off with, and I'm going with the Ravens to win it. I know the Bengals are playing good. I'm going with the Ravens. They steamrolling. Like I told y'all earlier this season, the Ravens had a bad start, but they're one of the best teams in the NFL. Next game, you got the Giants versus the Panthers. And you know we winning versus the Panthers. I don't want to hear nothing. Giants is winning this week versus the Panthers. Let's keep it pushing. Next game, we got the Patriots versus the Bears. I'm going to go with the Bears to beat the Patriots and finally have a good week. You know, they've been having some pretty bad weeks. So hopefully the Bears can come through and get that win. Next on the list, we got the 49ers versus the Bucks. I am picking the 49ers to win that game. The Bucks are playing really good. Just they got too many injuries. And I think Christian McCaffrey's coming back. So yeah, it's a wrap for the Bucks this week. Next is the Broncos versus the Chiefs. You got Bo Nix, the young gunner, versus the GOAT right now, Mahomes. I'm going with the Chiefs to stay undefeated. Next, we got the Bills versus the Colts. Kind of a good game, but I'm going with the Bills to win that. They're at the top. They're one of the best teams in the league. I'll do my power top 5 teams at the end of my prediction. Next game, we got the Steelers versus the Commanders, which is probably going to be a good game, but I'm going to go with the Commanders. Their quarterback is just a generational talent, so whenever I get opportunity, I'm going to pick them. Even though the Steelers are playing good defense and they got Russell Wilson playing good, I'm going with the Commanders. Next game is the Vikings versus the Jaguars. I am certainly picking the Vikings to win that game. They should knock off the Jaguars pretty easy. After that, we got the Falcons versus the Saints. I'm going with the Falcons to win that game. The Saints, they won those first 2 games and they had me gassed a little bit like this was going to be their season because the Super Bowl was in New Orleans. But after that, they've been trash all season. So I'm definitely going with the Falcons to win that game. Then you got the Chargers versus the Titans. Believe it or not, the Chargers are a very good team. They will be beating the Titans this week easily, I believe. I believe the Chargers will win that easily. Next game, you got the Jets versus the Cardinals. And the Jets finally won after I've been picking them every week. They decided to win when I pick against them. But this week, I'm picking against them again. Let's go Cardinals. Marvin Harrison Jr. continue to hold me down in fantasy, even though I have literally 1 win in fantasy this year. This is the worst fantasy year for me I've ever played. All my players were injured. I don't even want to talk about it. Next game, we got the Eagles versus the Cowboys, which should be a good game, but we already know the Eagles are winning that game handily. It's not even going to be a good game, really. I think the Eagles will win by 2 touchdowns. Then you got the Lions versus the Texans. I'm going with the Lions to win that game. These are new Lions. These are not the Lions of old. So when you see the Lions logo, you think of you might think of like Barry Sanders or something, but you probably think of like a losing franchise. But the Lions are not a losing franchise anymore. They have turned it around. I like what I'm seeing. The Lions should win that game versus the Texans. And the last game on Monday night, we got the Dolphins versus the Rams. I'm going with the Rams to win that game. I don't know if he's going to get knocked out the game or not, so I can't put my faith in that team when their quarterback is so fragile. So I'm going with the Rams to win that game. All right, so those are my picks from week 10. Now I want to get into a little bit of what's been going on in the NBA. We're a little bit further down. I'm not giving no picks. I just want to talk about it a little bit. And yesterday, every team in the NBA played, and let's just go over what I thought about the games. Celtics and Warriors. Now, this is the game that I had circled on my calendar. I felt like this is the game where Tatum was going to go crazy because he wanted to prove to Steve Kerr that he shouldn't have sat him on the bench. He did go crazy in the third, dropping 22 points in the third quarter to end with 32 points, I believe. Steph Curry only had 27, but the Warriors did win that game. I'll have you know that we played without Jaylen Brown and we played without Porzingis, so that's not a game where they could hang their hat on and say, oh, we can beat the Celtics. You can't. You can't beat the Celtics, but you got a lucky one. You heard? Buddy Hield is really that guy. He is really that guy. He came through in the clutch for the Warriors last night when he hit the 3 on the side to put him up late in the game. That was a big 3. Shout out to Buddy Hield. He's actually carrying that team. Him and Steph Curry is carrying that team right now. So I like what I'm seeing. I don't want it to be a cakewalk in the playoffs. I don't want it to be a cakewalk in the finals, but Celtics in 5. What I did want to talk talk about is the Lakers and the Grizzlies. The Lakers and the Grizzlies got some bad blood. LeBron is about to be 40 and he's still like bum rushing motherfuckers, running them over, freight train to the rack, telling them they too little. Yeah, they too little. They kids, man. They're grown men amongst boys out there. You know when he put his shoulder in Ja Morant's chest and laid that motherfucker on the floor? Unnecessary. But LeBron is still crazy. He's at the top of his game. I don't know. I don't know when he's going to retire. I actually thought he was going to retire before this season started, but he's looking good out there, so I ain't got nothing to say about it. Spurs and the Rockets. The Rockets beat the Spurs, but Wemby's looking a little bit better. I know earlier this season I said he was looking a bit passive, but this man has more blocks than 3 full NBA teams right now. Like he's on a mission. He should have got Defensive Player of the Year last year and Rookie of the Year. Let's not play games like he didn't deserve it over Gobert. But anyway, the Cavaliers are looking good. I think they're still undefeated. They just beat the Pelicans. I think they got the best record in the league. Celtics in 5. Now Joel Embiid hasn't been playing all season. This man hasn't even stepped foot on the court. He already got a tech and a 3-day suspension. He ain't stepped 1 foot on the court this season. My boy got a tech and a 3-game suspension. He got a 3-game suspension for pushing a reporter, and he got a tech while he was on the bench yapping or some shit. I don't know what the hell happened, but Joel Embiid, man, what are you doing, bro? What? We trusted the process, bro. Y'all told us trust the process, man. Hey, them niggas in Philly still trusting the process, man. That shit been going on since the Celtics won the championship in 08. Anyway, that's it, man. I just wanted to get all this stuff out real quick. I'll probably chop this stream down a little bit so it's not too long. Oh, and the Dodgers won the World Series. I can't forget to mention the Dodgers winning the World Series. They definitely beat the Yankees. I thought the Yankees had a chance to come back in that last game 5 when they was up 5 runs, but they didn't hold on to it, and the Dodgers won. So it's pretty cool. Congratulations to the Dodgers. Y'all did y'all thing. Yeah, so we got the Tyson and Jake Paul fight coming up. I will be talking about that fight after it's over, telling y'all what I think. At first, I didn't want to see this fight. I don't want to see a 60-year-old Tyson get knocked out by some whoever. That's just like something we don't need to see. When was it ever cool to be beating up on elders? That's what I'm trying to figure out. That nigga's damn near a senior citizen, bro. Like, what, 65 is a senior citizen? This man's damn near fighting a senior citizen. You know what I mean? Like, what are you doing, bro? You get no respect for that. But I hope Tyson knocks him out, just to be clear. But that's it for this episode, Week 10 predictions. I'm gonna get ready to watch these games. Shout out to the squad. Appreciate y'all coming through, subscribing, and leaving those like bombs. And I'm gonna catch y'all on the flip side, man. Week 11 predictions coming at you 1,000 miles an hour. You heard? Because it's Nitro Online Sports.